Dude, if I start doing Irish car bombs, that's the one drink where, like, it's gonna go off the rails.
Look at my hot dog, daddy.
Put your mouth on that flask, you know.
Oh, God, that's
rub through some dog shit.
Dude, I just suck off.
I ain't a bitch anymore.
My kid looks like an unfinished Tetris game, bro.
When he fucking, right, blood just shoots out. He lived. 217 Probcast, Kyle, Josh, Andrew, and very St. Patty's Day vibe. Take a look at the big leprechaun there himself.
I'm the leprechaun.
I was talking about you with your wife during the St. Patty's Day parade. You know, she was there.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, no, it was great because you were driving around on the skateboard from hell, the
One
Back
wheel,
to the Future
baby.
2 thing. Yeah, I love that shit. For people with red hair, St. Patty's Day has to be like their fucking Christmas, right?
Something like that. It would definitely fit the part.
Well, I mean, but because no, like you're a tall dude, like, but you're a pretty, you know, what do the kids say these days? No, you're a pretty attractive guy. But like for a lot of short, milky, red-haired people, St.
Yeah.
Patty's Day is like the
Thriving day.
dude. It's like the one day that they can like get laid based on their looks.
I ain't a bitch anymore.
No, for sure. I get what you're saying.
Because yeah, you got the big, leprechaun.
Who doesn't want to
outfit,
lay a leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day?
especially man.
Fish barrel.
They might think you got gold back at your place.
Well, yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, you got to do the fucking Irish accent the whole day, too. Well, be Lucky Charms. What you want now?
There was one lady was trying to chase me. Remember when we were leaving? She's like, give me the gold. I was like, you got to catch me first.
That's hilarious. I had a buddy that I used to work with, and he was like 5'0" I hope he's not watching this. Very, very great guy. Maybe not the most handsome. And every
Jesus.
St. Patty's Day, he cleaned up. Legit.
Yeah?
I mean, because he would dress like a
Ginger?
leprechaun. Oh, dude.
Yeah, the novelty of it.
I mean, he literally is like 5'0", like ginger. Like, he's not a great looking guy. And every St. Patty's Day, he would go out and knew what he was doing, man.
Yeah, it's like you're a midget one day of the year.
They're like, oh, my little leprechaun.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say, yeah. When does
No, because it's a novelty. Every chick wants to check off sleeping with a midget.
No, they don't. No, every guy
Sleeping with
wants
a
to.
leprechaun.
Yeah, every guy wants to hook up with a little person. I don't know if I'm sure a bunch of chicks do, but I don't know if it's the same.
What's the name? Brad
Williams?
Brad Williams.
Comedian.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stories about because he's on a lot of chicks' bucket list.
Yeah, but he's a famous little person.
No, this was before
picture him.
fame.
Oh, he's like, he's like probably the most famous little comedian, I would say.
He's one of the top 5 LPs in the business.
Who are the other top?
I would say Wee Man.
Okay, Wee Man, yeah. Oh, so we're just going
Vern Troyer. I'm going straight.
all midgets.
Who's the one that's too serious? That's in fucking Elf.
Peter Dinklage.
Oh, yeah.
He's top 5.
That dude's hilarious.
He's hilarious, but he's too.
Because he's serious.
Yeah, you can't say midget around Peter Dinklage. You can say midget around Brad
He's like,
Williams.
say it one more time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and when he was on SNL, he like said that the comedy could not come from the fact that he was a little person.
Yeah, we can't mention. We can't mention I'm a little guy. Like, all right, that's.
Maybe that's why he worked out.
Well, it worked out for him.
As far as midgets go, he sucks.
He made it such a big deal. People are like, all right, this is going to be great.
Right, and by the way, no disrespect to any little person. I would love to have you on the show.
I would love to have sex with a midget.
Oh, I have never have. I would love to do that too. But no, we
That'd be interesting.
Plenty of people from all different walks of life, no matter how long that stride may be. Okay, so
Or how little that stride may be.
I had to take twice as many steps as you normal people.
Is that from something?
No.
That's a good show. Yeah, so please let us know. I would also say Hornswoggle from WWE.
Also, tag your little person friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Tag them in the comments.
Jesus.
There you go.
I wanna see 'em.
How many Irish car bombs do you think are served on St. Patrick's Day nationwide?
God, I don't know. I can't even imagine. Like just in
Nationwide.
in my stomach alone, at least 100 on Saturday.
It's got to be millions, right?
Dude, it was insane.
Tens of millions?
It's got to be like Saturday. What time did the parade start? Noon.
Noon. The actual parade started at noon, but everyone's down there way before then. I got to see if I can find the statistic.
Dude, if I start doing Irish car bombs, that's the one drink where, like, it's gonna go off the rails.
Oh, it went off
like,
the rails too. It went off the. I mean, like
I'm on blackout.
We should have done one of those instead of that Jaeger.
oh, we didn't do. I don't remember what we.
You
did.
did with Holly.
I did everything.
I did. Well,
I was trying to get everybody to do like it was great, man. No, because, we were doing the Facebook Live. We had a great live shot at the parade, and, having a few booze-keys in you helps out, but then you pass out at 3 p.m. like I did, and you sleep until 10 that night. So
That's honestly the best case scenario.
it is.
That's
yeah.
if you keep going, and then you're like, that's when bad things happen.
Oh, yeah. That's
We used to
when-
always. So I used to live in the apartment building. The Walgreens on South Grand.
Yeah.
There's an apartment building right back there, and we used to live on in that building. We'd always go out in the morning, party, come back for an intermission, then go back out for the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to do
Nice.
that in college.
Yep. That was one. It was after
Yeah.
college, but same thing.
Yeah, because I drank like I was in college, but I recovered like I was my age now. How many people you think show up every year, I should say?
I don't know. I feel like that was a record-breaking
It's
situation. That we've done it 3 years now with the float, and there's obviously the 2 years prior, the weather was not great.
I was
It
gonna say the weather is fucking
cold,
real good
and
this year.
that's-
It's ideal. Yeah.
It's like every 4 years you get a good weather, and it's
Yeah.
just madness. Like those are the times where it'd be nice if you. Back in the day,
Oh,
when you're out there, though,
When I was a young
for the
buck.
long haul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I live downtown, so that's fantastic for me.
Yeah.
Like I
Makes
can-
it easy for
Oh
you.
my God, I can just pretend I'm a 19-year-old girl going to campus or something after getting fucked up.
Well, that's why I was like trying to gauge whether he was going to give me a ride home, because I've been downtown before and just stuck. Like you can't get fucking Ubers, or they
Yes.
cost I remember one year there was an Uber was $100 for my buddy to get home.
Surge pricing.
It was fucking crazy.
Wendy's is going to be doing that. You saw that?
I
right?
did see that.
Yeah, that's man.
What's the thing though? Is it gonna always is the low gonna be what it is right now, or is there gonna be a new low
Yeah.
and then also a high?
my?
Because I usually eat at weird times
I
anyway,
do
so it'd
too.
probably work out for me.
Yeah, but my experience of shit like that never works out for the
No,
consumer. Like
no.
it's, you know what I mean? It's not like it's going to be
Yeah.
low. No, it's always going to be higher, and it's just going to be more high when you
Yeah.
don't want it to be high. Like it won't
Fuckers.
be good for you. But it's funny that Wendy's is the first big chain that rolled, or not. They haven't rolled it out yet, but they just kind of put their toe in the water, and people were furious about it, man.
Well, it is weird because they're not even it's not the most popular chain, so it's
Yeah.
kind of.
You think
But
Mickey
it's
D's could
it's
do
also
that.
not bottom tier though, so it's
I
not
would
like
agree.
we need a Hail Mary
I
to
actually
try
like
something.
Wendy's
It's kind of like
hamburgers.
it's kind of Wendy's is fucking good,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but it's kind of like
Got the
middle of the
fucking
road,
Frosty, man. That
Yeah.
frosty machine's almost. They ain't telling you they're broken down very often, like Mickey D's.
Oh,
does.
yeah.
You wanna
They don't
have them
really- yeah, if
milkshake.
they did the volume, they might, but
You're like, just tell me you cleaned it already.
Yeah, I'm convinced that McDonald's hasn't had a milkshake in 13 years at least, right? I mean, I haven't had one I've tried to have them.
Did they do the Shamrock milkshake this year? Don't they usually do that there?
I would think so.
tried to have one 10 days ago, and they're like, not available at the moment.
They're getting all
In the
weird.
most
Mickey
hacky
D's is trying to
fucking-
get
yeah.
fancy with their look. They're trying to compete with Starbucks or something.
They tried to for a minute. Yeah, they did that. It was called the Mick Cafe.
It is though. I
Yeah.
think they're completely changing.
They're still
everything to
trying.
that model.
That's
Yeah.
a whole
And I
separate
think that's
thing, though.
part of the reason North Grand tore down, because you're required to update your place if it's been long enough, and they're like, we're not gonna fucking invest 100. I don't know for sure. I'm just
Yeah.
guessing.
We're
They're
going
like,
to
"We're not
keep
gonna invest fucking
assaulting
100
customers.
grand."
We're not going to stop doing this.
That's what I
It's
miss.
going to smell like blunts in here. It is what it is.
I miss the play places, man. That's what I miss. Very rare do you see them anymore. It's a
Jesus, yeah.
relic of a far less litigious time.
Well, now these places are fucking getting rid of inside eating altogether. Out in Seattle, a Chick-fil-A my brother goes to all the time, they got rid of their whole inside spot. It's all
Really?
only drive-through. Because
That's
they don't want to deal with
fascinating.
the fucking people coming
get
inside
it,
and clean
yeah.
up and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
even more fast food chains are doing that.
It's probably a smart move, especially in a super urban environment where people are just on the go, and if you can just hand them food and move on,
Yeah.
it's probably worth it.
That's why Sonic blows my mind, because Sonic has started over the last few years.
They've basically been that.
Well, they've been that, but the last few years they've had locations like that you eat inside. It's like, man, you're moving backwards, bro. What are you doing? Shit.
Well, I was gonna say, their genesis were purely drive-ups.
Yeah, that's why their commercial were those two gay guys in the truck together or whatever, flirting and eating hot dogs and fucking and stuff.
I like that.
Maybe.
That's why I've been eating there for 6 months.
You just support them. You don't even like it. You just want to support those two.
I just want to support this interracial homosexual couple.
Well, I don't think they were interracial. That's too
They
much.
were in my dreams, baby.
That's right. Yeah, when I'm gonna drink it up till one of them's black. Remember, because it was them forever, and then now it's like the same thing, but it's not comedians. It's like quote unquote real people, but they're all from like where Sonic saw us. They're all like, "Look at my hot dog, daddy." I just bring the other guys back. I don't want.
Oh yeah, they did have a nice little ad run there in like the early 2000s, where it was like the two.
That's what I'm saying. Those two, forever. Those guys, they were like the two bald guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, where they joke around with each other.
They were the two like vaguely famous alt comedians.
Yeah.
Like
they were the
just
guys.
right next door to Patton Oswalt.
Much anymore.
They do, but just not with those guys. Like, see, but no, that's why you haven't seen it. Like, you've seen it, but it's just some regular ass, "Hey, Dad, look at my hamburger. Oh, Sonic."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe just let's settle down here. It's funny that like Sonic was like a Southern thing, and then they in order to advertise it, they got two comedians who definitely were not from the South.
They got two Seattle alt comedians.
Yeah.
Sonic was a Southern.
I didn't realize it was Southern.
Oklahoma is where it's out of, and then it kind of spread out that way.
I wouldn't call that the South.
Okay, well, it's the Midwest, but it's not where they're from, where the people are from.
Okay.
What's your guys? Do you guys live up to the Chick-fil-A hype? Like some people just fucking.
I haven't had Chick-fil-A since 2009.
I haven't had it
I
in
never
years.
get it. The line's too long. I'm
It's
like,
too
it ain't
long.
fucking worth it.
It's
Even
too
if
long.
it is pretty good, like I'm not waiting. I mean, they go fucking fast. They got it down.
No, they do, but still, though. No, still, when I drive by,
intimidating.
It's intimidating, and I get that they have like people in line, and like apparently their managers are like really fucking like it's a well-oiled machine.
Oh yeah. You ever seen the meme where it's like the Chick-fil-A should just run the government?
Yeah. Well, I saw like some sort of. It was like, Chick-fil-A, "Hey, have a blessed day. How are you?" What was McDonald's? "What the fuck do you want?" Like the same. And I don't want to be an old man where I start complaining about shit, but I legitimately feel that people at many fast food restaurants, by and large, have gotten more angry and aggressive over the last 20 years, right?
Probably.
I'm not saying that they were ever.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a little kid, and maybe it's because I remember shit. I remember people were friendly. They're happy sometimes.
Right. I think that's in general though, man.
I would say it's a marker of the times. At one point it was, all right, this is a teenager working here, and then it evolved into, "I have to be here, you piece of shit."
Yeah, just
the
anger.
minimum wage hasn't kept up.
No, I
hate this place.
I get being angry at that, but like, my God, bro. Like, and now have you know? And this just started. I've started going to fast food restaurants, and they won't even say anything to you. No, I mean, I've gone my whole. I've started out. I'll tell you what, Kyle, by your cholesterol, you just no, but like I've had 8 million meals in fast food, right, in a drive-through. This has just recently started happening where you go to a drive-through and they won't even say, hi, can I? They'll just they'll be angry. It's like, not even like, what do you want? It's like nothing.
Which is funny because they're paying them more than they ever have too. It's like,
I'm getting the opposite experience.
Yeah.
I hit up McDonald's on Dirksen about once or twice a week now.
I will say, yes.
And then they're friendly at the window. I'm very surprised by this.
Well,
whoever the fuck's doing that shit, McDonald's on Dirksen and Sangamon.
Good.
The McDonald's, they are. You're right. I have hit that one for coffee sometimes in the morning. The one right here on Monroe's not too bad either, depending, but usually in the morning they're pretty.
Wow.
And fucking last week the dude was like, "Man, those are some nice sunglasses." Thanks, man.
Yeah, you didn't know he was a robber. The actual employees were all wrapped up like in the back.
That's get on out of here.
Yeah. All right, come on now.
And I go on.
Wouldn't it be funny if that's what tipped you off and you called the cops? Was the good
It
customer
was
service?
just nice, man. Told me my sunglasses were nice as never.
I had
Something
all my-
weird's going on there.
It's how Newman fucking lost his job to Hawaii in Seinfeld.
I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, because Jerry delivered his mail.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
no one's ever broke
Yeah.
60%.
Yeah, it's
Too
like
much
that.
mail got delivered.
Jerry was like loving it too.
Dude, they shed on the postal service so hard on that show too. Like the fact
That's true. Fuck them.
yeah, fuck the postal service. They never got back together for a second album. All right, that's for my brother.
I don't need your fucking deep cuts. I'm talking USPS. Fuck you. Not whatever band you're talking about.
Why you got heat with the postal service?
Fuck them.
Have they done something to you personally? I mean, if
They've damaged several things.
okay, all right.
Well, fuck the people that damage stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones, our postal lady's great.
She's great. Yeah. All
I'm
of
not talking about the people that work there. I'm talking about the organization.
Josh. What are you in federal government now? What are you talking about?
Just,
The
I don't trust them.
You don't trust them.
those videos are funny though. The people, I mean, it sucks that
Which
your
one?
shit gets damaged. You know, all the
Oh,
fucking ring
Lord.
doorbells
Shit's
are
just
catching
getting
them fucking
chucked.
Well, you
picking
see it all the
people's boxes
time.
and shit. Like, what the fuck? Everybody has a camera now. You think it's not gonna get busted
That's
for
what's-
fucking throwing someone's box up there?
Well, like I get doing that even 5 years ago, right? Like, I mean, I'm not saying you ever should, but now why would everyone's got a camera? Like
Yeah.
the same
You're
people.
always on fucking camera.
Yeah, the same people on Uber Eats that will like. We just got a message on 217 Problems that this woman said that like her food got canceled and she looked out and the woman was right there and started eating it.
She's like, fuck, it ain't worth it. I'm gonna eat this.
That's a
Yeah.
big dick move right there.
So yeah, so she went and found, which I'm not saying you should do. She went and found the girl on Facebook somehow and then messaged her.
Jesus.
That's aggressive.
I know.
Knocked her down.
And
I wanted that
doxed that
food,
bitch.
bitch.
I
And
wanted
then I
the
burned down
burger.
her house.
Those Popeyes.
They were both stoned.
I'm sure, dude. Everybody in this story, including me, was stoned. Okay, but she says that she messages the girl and is like, "Hey, I reported you," and the girl is like, "I'm sorry, that was my sister," which is a good excuse.
I just let her deliver my
Perfect
shit.
fucking.
Yeah.
I get a cut of it.
I'm sure there's plenty of hardworking DoorDash, Uber Eats drivers out there.
Losers.
I've literally never had.
Pushing the limit on the workers over here. He's gonna.
Yeah, I know, right? They're gonna rise up on you. I've never had a
They're too
positive
scared.
experience. I've never had a positive experience with DoorDash. Even when the food gets there, it's always cold and
That's why I don't
overpriced
do
and
it.
late and shitty. It's
I
always
refuse
bad.
to do it because you have to. All the stores have to mark their shit up so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not worth it for me to pay a $10 extra to get.
Yeah, I've literally only done it twice, and I was shit hammered both times, not in my vicinity.
Yeah.
So once was at your goddamn wedding. We were at the
God.
hotel.
Oh, okay. I thought we got married in a
To the
bar,
wedding.
and I was like,
Yeah.
who
to the
delivered?
wedding.
Would it be great
Yeah.
if he delivered like Little Caesars somehow, like to my wedding?
Yeah, one of them was the night before, and then another one was at a Mike in St. Louis. We were like, I really want some spicy chicken sandwiches here.
I remember
And then,
that. You did that. It was great.
That was how I fucking opened my account for them.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's try this.
And it
I
wound
just,
up
it's weird having some random person. I mean, even though delivery drivers are a random person, they just
Yeah.
have a job there.
That's a
But
really.
it's just weird getting your
It
food
is.
delivered by a random.
But see, that's a good point, but that's not what bothers me. Like, there's a lot of good reasons not to like it. It's just that it's cold and expensive. Like, if they made
Yeah.
it, if they made it at least like, like you ever have a friend bring you food and then when you get it, you're like, I kind of wish they would have. That's Uber Eats every fucking time.
Right.
Yeah, from my 2 sample size, I've been fine both times. I've paid like $50 both times,
Yeah, for like a fucking.
but it's
Big
been
Mac.
warm. It's been warm.
crazy.
It's been fine. The quality's been fine.
Like, I don't even think they have like shit like things to insulate your food, do they? Like, I know pizza places, obviously they have.
No, it's up to the
Yeah, they got the nice
restaurant.
bag.
It's up to
Yeah.
the restaurant usually.
I don't
to
know.
package
It's
it.
usually like
don't think so.
Somebody's 2003 Kia.
I think it's all just a matter of speed, though. Like some, like
all a matter of how fast
some
that
restaurant,
motherfucker
but
goes.
some restaurants they're getting them out and then they're grabbing them and rolling. But some are fucking lollygagging and fucking
Oh,
not
dude.
getting them out.
I
So it's
guarantee
all a matter of like if the place got the shit ready
Okay,
or if the person's fucking competent.
right. Yeah, you're very
Food
passionate.
in general, though, like French fries are terrible. If they get sealed in the fucking thing.
That's
they
how-
end up
yeah,
all
French fries
soggy
they don't
and-
hold. They're not getting. Yeah, they're not going to hold heat.
I'd
After
rather
like
just be open like McDonald's. Like,
Yeah, for real.
yeah,
put 'em in there.
French fries after about 40 minutes, like they just fall apart. So it can still be warm, but the consistency is like fucking mashed potatoes. Yeah.
It's so open too, though, because you can do the fat guy thing where you ever do your drink,
Dump 'em in.
and you drink a goddamn. Oh my god!
Finish them off.
Do like not finish them off. I'll choke on them. I'll wait till they're half done. I just like a snake. I unhinge my jaw and just shove it all down.
He's talking about penises.
Absolutely, yeah, big throbbing ones. That's what I like.
Like dumping them in his throat.
I'll tell you somebody who has a big tater on him. Tom Brummett. This was sent to us.
I like how he has his profile picture
Yeah.
and his cover picture the same picture.
I know. Yeah, it's art.
I gotta do that. I like that.
I am not a bank or a sugar daddy. I am here for a real lady, not you sluts.
Jesus, that's a profile right there.
I gotta tell you right now, I am.
Pawnee.
This gotta be a Russian bot.
No, I looked him up. He's a,
I've done my research into
What's
Tom
happening
Brummett.
here? Is this a photo that you shared?
no, this is a
Brumet.
Yeah, it's a real. Yeah, no, this is an account that was sent. This is a real account. This is a gentleman, and he's not here for you sluts. And he has about 6 different accounts. Hey, it's Future Kyle editing this thing. So it turns out I really undersold how many accounts this Tom Brummett fella actually has. Look at this. This is real, by the way. Like, these are all real accounts of the same guy. Now, I'm not saying anyone should ever like harass him or anything like that, but like, what the fuck's going on here? And it's obvious that he's forgotten his password every time. And,
But it's the same person the whole time.
It's yes, that's
But it's the
time
same.
he
It's the same name.
Yeah,
It's
Every time
not
he forgets his
aliases.
password, he
Yeah.
just makes a new account.
It's the same photo, but you could tell he's a real guy too.
It's the same photo.
Yeah.
Same photo is a good move. I like that.
Because like Tom Brummett is into and votes the way that you think Tom Brummett does.
He's a hard red
Where'd
line.
you find this guy?
This was sent to us. I mean, it
Oh,
was,
nice.
and then I did my homework, and by homework I mean I pretended to be a slut. No, wouldn't that be great if I did? Hey, Tommy boy. Ever witnessed a crazy crime? That was a 217 late night. Back in the 90s, I witnessed somebody shoplifting from a Kmart. That's your big crime, really? I worked at a Kmart one time, and a guy came in my first night and tried to kill himself. That's true. He came in and like I just left. He sliced his throat, blood shot out. Yeah, for real. Like my first night, he comes in, he goes, "I'm gonna kill myself," and he fucking right, and blood just shoots out. He lived. He barely lived, but they had to get cat litter and fucking cover up all the blood. He hit his fucking jugular.
Get the kitty litter.
Yeah. And then I
I
remember.
feel like the kitty litter is going to do anything to stop the blood. It's just going to congeal it on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you meant, right?
It's not
To
going to
clean
do
it up on
anything.
the floor?
But he said
it
it.
up.
He said it in a way as
It was
though
like
it was
throwing
going
it
to
on their
prevent
neck.
the
Cap-
fucking
no, I
Shove
just
it in there.
No, I mean no. They
There
were
was blood everywhere. It wouldn't
Cats
stop.
start pissing
He
on
fucking dumped cat litter all over the floor.
Yeah, it's important that you get the non-scented. Out of all the places that you could pick to kill yourself, though, why Kmart? You like, at least go to a.
Did he didn't work
unless
No, just a random guy.
there? Had something against him.
Yeah.
I will ruin this Kmart.
Yeah, fuck you. You won't let me put pants on layaway. I'll show you.
fuck you,
Which
Brenda.
which Kmart was it?
Oh, I was in Kentucky. Yeah, so it was double
The only
depressing.
time, so when I was in 8th grade, we were leaving Franklin, and there was that Kmart that used to be a Venture right there, and we went in there, and somebody I was with stole fingerboards.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then since I was with them, they thought I was stealing them too.
No shit.
So they fucking nabbed me. Other dude was gone.
The security guard.
Yeah, like an undercover security guard.
It's like out of a cartoon.
And I had my fingerboards on me.
Oh,
So they
no.
thought, yeah, they thought I would, and it was like, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
you're
it's
just trying to
not-
convince them to trust you that these
Yeah.
were yours.
And there's nothing you can do to trust-
And
yeah,
I was
exactly.
a kid, yeah. It was fine. I didn't get in trouble. I don't know if they went back and looked at footage or what, but
Good God.
I was
man.
so mad though. I was like,
Fingerboard.
God damn it, these are my fingerboards.
What year was this?
It's got 99 written all over it.
I don't know. 2002, I want to
That
say.
would be
almost.
no, it would have been
Maybe
before
Kentucky.
then. It would have been like 99.
Okay. I guess Kentucky
that's
got
when they were hot,
fingerboards
yeah.
afterward because I remember they were hot in Kentucky like 02, 04.
Fucking fingerboards.
I would say 97, 99. That was their peak. Maybe 2000.
This dude had the year down.
Yeah, really.
I remember being fucking 9.
Did you have those?
Fuck yeah, I had them.
You've always got the shit. I want to talk about your fucking art, by the way. I'm going to show that. You got the Boba Fett.
cut out little tiles.
Oh, cool.
It looks
Cut little
fucking
tiles,
awesome.
solder them together.
That's cool.
Yeah. And how many hours did that thing take?
Like 200-ish.
200 fucking hours to make that.
First one took like 5. So
Boba Fett.
yeah, first one took like 500 hours, and then I had a second one lined up, and then I put it off for 7 years.
That's an
I got-
eventual shade.
I filmed
Like that person
fucking.
you don't want to bang.
Keep
I
that one in
filmed-
my back pocket.
Yeah. That's what that was. Hey, Tina. How's it been?
I'm just drunk enough to where this sounds like a good idea now.
Oh, bro.
That's cool though.
But I filmed fucking carving like the form for it, because you got to carve it out of foam, because it needs something. You basically solder the glass around to form. But like I did it in like 2017, and then I was so like scarred from the first one.
Not bad.
It took me like
Were they both Boba Fett?
no, the first one was like regular, like fucking grapevines and shit.
Nice.
But it's like huge. Like my natural inclination is always to do the biggest, most fucking ridiculous thing possible. So, like I did that for my first one, and I'm like, I never want to fucking do this again. It's just it is such an infuriating fucking ridiculous process.
Well, when it's a piece of art that takes you 500 hours, when you're 250 into it, are you like, okay, I fuck this, or I'm come hell or high water, I'm fucking ending, or like,
Well, that one was like, it was also a Christmas present for like my best friend's mom. So I also had a
okay.
ticking clock of I got to get this fucker done.
you never heard of a fucking Applebee's gift card? God, man, so you don't even have it then?
Gone.
Did you tell her? You didn't tell her how much time you spent, I'm assuming, right?
I have no idea. I probably did.
That's
I
like
don't know.
telling somebody how much money you spent in a gift.
It's like, it was also like my first one. So
Yeah. Why'd you give it away? You gotta keep it.
give it away. I fucking sold that motherfucker.
Oh, you sold it?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was a gift to them. Oh,
It was-
Oh, okay.
From her son, because I got into stained glass at the time.
Yeah.
And then I like mentioned I want to try a lampshade. And then he's like, okay, well, I'll fund it. And then went from there. He bought the form.
He wound up spending $30,000.
I did not
what's the
make
pay
jack
per
shit
hour
for
work
money.
out to on that,
It
like
worked out
30
to
cents?
it worked out to $1 an hour. So he paid like probably $500 for the materials, and then gave me another $500.
Nice.
So, but,
That's- yeah.
So that was like my first.
Sounds like what it is when you're getting into art.
Yeah,
Getting
sounds
whatever
like
you can.
what it is as you continue through art for most of your fucking life until you either make it or die alone.
That's how it goes.
So you suck off the right person to fucking put you in the artwork.
Believe you me.
If you're doing art or comedy for the money, you're an idiot. So
I've been a starving artist for so long, I would suck Picasso's dick for like that for the success.
who's
I
going
don't-
to tell him Picasso's dead?
What? He's been. Who did I just blow?
Who I've been sucking off in the
Who did I
air?
just suck off? It was a bald Spanish guy.
Supposed to say, I know what I said. I suck that
Just sucking
corpse
off some
dick.
guy named Polly? Who is it?
He said he was in his blue period. I thought that's what he meant.
He cussed a lot.
Never came.
He paid me on a napkin.
Never came.
Who drew that picture? All right.
Suck that thing
That
for
is
a
my
while.
favorite Picasso story. Is he used to just not, because he was famous for like 50 years.
Yeah, forever.
So like he would just go out without money, and then like go grocery shopping, and then go to check out, and then be like, well, I don't have any money, but I can give you an original Picasso. And then he would like scribble out a feckin' face and like give it to him. And then they would like, it would like, oftentimes this would work. So like you can get a Picasso for $200 because of the amount of it. And he did this for like 40 or 50 years.
Shit, back in the day, you used to be able to barter with stores and shit. I remember bartering for my speakers at Circuit City.
Oh, really? Now, you can still barter, but it's usually like Jose's discount, rims.
You go somewhere weird.
Yeah. What did you barter at Circuit City for your shit?
Well, I say barter, but it was more of a
I was
negotiation.
like, so what can you do?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The virginity of my firstborn calf. You can have that. I
you
wish.
just have to stay open that long.
Yeah. Well, they didn't, did they? Unfortunately.
Didn't make it. Probably why they didn't outlast Best Buy, because they were bartering for discounts.
Yeah, Circuit City was just depressing towards the end. Like you went in and it felt like Kmart.
Man, I loved Circuit
It was
City in
kind
the
of
day.
the shit, though. I liked it.
Back in the day,
Right around 2000.
Yeah,
Ooh, that
Did
was a
you
good
go,
one.
Did you go in there in about 2010? Woo!
They had like neon lights in there and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool place.
Loved it.
Best Buy, they still kind of got some fun stuff in there.
Now it's just like a warehouse in there. There's TVs all over the floors, and for like people that like me that likes like cameras and electronics and shit. Like there's nowhere you can just go buy something
right.
that day.
You got to go online.
Right.
You can't go somewhere and talk to somebody.
Yeah,
I want to go. Yeah, you want to go shoot the shit about it. Look at it. Feel it in your hand.
Yeah, like Radio Shack was like
yeah,
that.
Radio Shack. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need some weird electronic like fucking thing to make something.
Yeah, for real though, man.
Now you can't fucking get that shit anywhere.
And there really is something to be said too for talking to somebody about the product and then purchasing it. I mean, because you can look at the reviews all day long and they are great, but when you're talking to someone, they're like, "Yeah, if you ask me, you know what I mean?" Like,
A lot of those people knew too.
yeah, like if
'Cause
you're
they,
shooting
did
big
that
girls,
shit.
you want to have a bigger frame. Like,
Need
oh,
that
fuck,
wide
I didn't
angle
know that.
lens.
Yeah,
You get that whole butthole.
Right. See, now you got it. That guy's not there anymore.
Now you gotta get in the Pornhub comments.
Ever buy something that you later regretted? Speaking of purchases, most of these are about cars. Ex-wife, definitely an RV, says Adam. I feel like I'd love.
That motherfucker's lonely for sure.
I feel like I'd love to have an RV, wouldn't you? Like,
Video gaming.
yeah, I don't understand that. Yeah, so she says video game sets, then a new one.
Because she's
comes
a
out.
fucking chick. What are you talking about?
Well, don't buy your shit at the last fucking like.
Well, but I don't. But the thing is, if you buy like a PS5, you should be clued in that there's going to be another one.
Right.
It's the fucking fifth one.
Like if it's the 10th year of
Yeah.
the PS5 and you're just now deciding to buy it.
Yeah.
Like there's probably a new one.
She bought
coming
it for
pretty
her
soon.
husband and then he left her.
Well, and who
Definitely.
calls it a video gaming set?
Someone who doesn't play video
yeah,
gaming
chicks.
sets.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I saw a fucking stat, and I mean, like for years now, that apparently in this day and age, like 50% of gamers are chicks. Like that blows my mind. And
Shit, they're all streaming, making
I
money.
know, dude, but-
Wearing fucking cat ears and shit.
I love it. I know.
They're
But,
getting
dude,
paid out there.
Growing up, like, did you know any females that liked to game? Any at all? And, like ever?
They would sit there and like hang out with us.
Yeah.
While we played.
I remember like they would play Tetris. Like if I handed my Game Boy, they would go, "Oh, I like Tetris," right? But now like what the fuck happened? When did this happen? Like I remember I was a kid and I loved games and I couldn't get any pussy at all ever, right? And now it's like, yeah, half the people who play are hot chicks. What the fuck?
They didn't say hot chicks.
Yeah.
Put a little asterisk on that statement.
Yeah, but you see the videos though of like these
Yeah, those are just the ones that get popular.
Yeah.
the chicks with their controller fake plugged in while their boyfriend ices motherfuckers on Call of Duty. I
You're getting
mean,
paid from that shit. We were at this event filming a video game company from China sponsored it, and they like flew in these YouTubers, and one of them was a girl, and she was a good looking girl, and she was dressed like the girl character in the game. You know what I mean? Like
Nice.
a fox
Awesome.
or something or whatever the hell she was. It was a cheetah. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it was. I'm like, God, this girl's probably just fucking streaming.
Oh, I'm
getting
sure.
paid.
Yeah.
Getting flown places.
yeah. It's just, but but that's the key though. I don't know. Like there are so many streamers now, like of all like genders and whatever. But I don't think like back in the day anybody want to see me or any of my friends like getting fat playing Madden or something. Like,
Well, it sucks nowadays too, and one of the reasons I don't play games that much is you can't even like talk shit like you used to be able to. That was my favorite part.
they don't do like I said. I never did the online stuff, but I know everybody else did.
It was just fun to fucking talk
won't-
shit to people.
Yeah, they won't let you like insult people anymore.
No, dude, now you can get like, because everything, first of all, you download most of your games.
Yeah.
So now if you talk shit and you get reported enough or right or whatever, if they ban your name, you lose access to the game.
Yeah.
You bought.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That's so funny.
That's fucked up, man.
That's hilarious.
I get like if there are people in there who are just like creating chaos and using like
That was me.
mods and shit. Yeah,
Well, I wasn't using mods, but I was
Right.
like, you fucking suck dick, bro.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's great.
You letting your mom play this game or
That's
what?
great. Let's just play it. Let's just play games. What are you talking about?
Fucking love doing that shit. It's so fun.
God, I think the only reason I didn't play a whole lot of games online is because I had a really bad only experience. I played Mortal Kombat, and I remember I played against the greatest, most pretentious British gay man who fucking like schooled me and made fun of me. Like, oh, a noob Cybot player.
You fucking suck,
Oh,
bro.
because how I loathe noob Cybot players. I'm like, is this a cartoon character? And he's beating my ass. He's like, oh, how pedestrian. I'm like, I'm done. This is
fucking
not...
elegant with it.
He was. I never thought in
I could see his pinky on the controllers.
I never thought like a gay British dude would fucking own me like at Mortal Kombat. I was just so like demasculine. I was like, okay, I'm never gonna fucking do this shit again.
Everything's so goddamn expensive, especially kids' clothes when they grow out of them so fast. So my wife was ordering clothes from Shein, from China for the kids because they're so cheap.
Yeah.
So my kids all of a sudden are wearing all these clothes that are matching. Like the top matches the bottom. Yeah. And I'm like, they look like they're going to a fucking Chinese nightclub.
Yeah.
Why my kid's swagging out right
my
now?
kid looks like an unfinished Tetris game, bro. He's got like a shape up here. It's not lining up right with this.
It's like, that's hilarious, dude. Yeah. I remember growing up, we would get like the cheap Walmart clothes, like Faded Glory. You remember those? And I remember I got made fun of, like other kids at school, like, oh, you got Walmart clothes. I
Dude,
was like,
Walmart shit's legit now.
Dude, well, now it is. It wasn't back then.
No.
But I remember getting made fun of, and I was like, bro, you're poor too. Like, we're all poor here. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I'm just spending my
We got to
money
pick on you so
something
nobody
else.
looks at us.
yeah. God, because I remember like the Walmart, you get the Faded Glory. And I remember one time I was drying my hair and it melted a hole into the Walmart shirt.
What the fuck?
And I was like, oh God.
Remember those shirts that would change color
Dude, yes.
with like heat or whatever?
Yeah, you'd push them. Oh, man.
Forgot about those until you just started talking about that.
Yeah, dude.
I remember the shoes with like slime on them, so you could feel you could like push them in and they would like shift. I remember that.
Those
that
were
was,
cool as
That was
fuck.
dope, yeah.
I wanted
remember
those.
What up, Skechers?
I had the LA Night, the LA Gear. What, remember the lights?
Oh yeah.
Those were awesome.
Oh,
I tried
yeah.
to find some adult light up shoes. They don't got them anymore.
Weird.
They don't have these little kid shoes for full blown
My kid wanted some. I was like, I want some light up shoes. That'd be dope.
Dude, I want like all the gimmicks on them because they have the wheelies. Those are fucking awesome.
Soaps.
Those were
Remember
fun.
Soaps.
Yeah, the soaps.
Soaps
remember
had
soaps.
the grinding thing in the middle where you could.
Oh, okay, I
we'd
do
be in the
remember that,
bathroom
yeah.
grinding the little ledge for the urinals.
Oh, I never did that. That's awesome.
They had the little metal plate, yeah. That was
Like you've
funny.
seen the ones with flasks in them. You
Yeah.
know, like you can, like if you go into a festival, you can just load it
Yeah,
up
yeah.
with booze and.
What is the company that always did those weird ones? Fuck, I had the grass ones that were like you were standing on turf.
I don't remember those. That's awesome.
There were sandals though. It was like sandals and it looked like you were standing on turf.
Oh, I do remember those. Yeah, I
God
always
damn it.
wanted
What's
those.
that company that did a bunch of those? They did the Flask one too, I think. Yeah. I can't think of it. It was like a skate company or something. You know what I mean? One of those brands.
Vans, maybe?
No, not Vans.
Yeah, it was one of
I
the.
can't think of it.
I love how much of an alcoholic, and I want to buy it, but that product is like, we know that you want hot liquor.
You want to that's been under your foot all day.
It smells like sneak it in somewhere. We know
That when you put your mouth on that flask, you know
Oh,
it's
God, that's
rubbed
right.
through some dog shit.
You're right, because in my head, it's just the liquor, but no, you're putting your mouth, and the more you drink, you don't give a fuck. Like,
Give me that beer. I'm just gonna put it in my sandal.
yeah.
Just love the idea of a product designed solely for smuggling.
Yeah, no, I do
That's
too.
a beautiful product.
I got a few of those, but
That's how I used to buy the fucking when I'd go to music festivals. I'd buy the from Penny Lane, like the Pringles cans with the full
yeah.
sneak shit at
Those-
the music festivals.
those usually though, the new hotness is the Monster can. It's like and then you unscrew the top.
Yeah, the top.
And the funny thing is though, when they change their fucking logo, and then you're walking in with like a Monster from 2003.
It's like a W,
yeah,
the Monster.
yeah, or like a fucking like a Pepsi free or something. We're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, it reminds me when I was like 15, me and my buddy would go like on river trips with his family to Missouri. But he would cut the top and bottom off the Sprite can and then slip that over your beer can and then put
There
that
you
in a
go,
koozie
yeah.
and it just
Oh,
looked like
yeah.
a fucking Sprite.
And then they just
Yeah.
started making koozies that looked like it
yeah.
eventually.
Dude.
They're like, oh, some fucking genius did this. He was ahead of the game.
Some alcoholic 16-year-old did this at one point.
When you're a teenager, the lengths you go.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I lived in the basement, and we would sneak through my the basement window, like
Slide in there, yeah.
And then my buddy, I almost said his name. My buddy was so fat that he got stuck one night, and then we had to it was like Winnie the Pooh. We had to get him out of the fucking window. Yeah.
Is his name Jeremy?
Do you
No.
continue in or push out at that point? You got to make that decision.
Yeah, you got to commit.
Are you going to make it or not?
Yeah, as long as the vodka got in, that was the point.
Pass the vodka first.
Do the vodka
bro.
first.
Yeah. We're going to be doing the vodka first. That's what you should be doing after hitting that subscribe ski button, everybody. Thanks for stopping by this whole episode 217 Probcast. Lots of great stuff, by the way. We had a couple of serious ones, and this one not so much. So get fucked up with us and enjoy those, man. We talked to Blaine. We talked to Brenda. We talked to Cole from the Cole Memo. So many great episodes. So
Chili
check
Bowl.
them out. Chili Bowl. God, Chili Bowl.
He's got the koozie over there.
CBMM.
Yeah, man. So please hit us up on YouTube first. That's where you can find this. Comment below about what your favorite way to sneak liquor into a music festival is. I'm at Funny Man Fields. He's at First Laugh, right?
Nope.
No. Go ahead.
Tag your favorite little person in the comments.
There you go. Okay. And maybe he. What are you on?
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Don't worry about what
What if they
I'm
want to
doing all
buy
sorts of
your
stuff.
fucking 500-hour
don't worry about it.
lampshade?
Yeah.
You trying to sell that thing?
Nope. It's mine. You can't have it.
Most of Josh's business is off the books. You
No.
know what I'm saying? Andrew, you got any social media deets you want to?
We're here.
Well, we're here. Okay, that's why.
217 problems,
Well, I know
baby.
that you got your
Let's
OnlyFans.
cycle it through there.
You got your
My feet
OnlyFans.
fans.
Well, yeah, but there's a big load.
It's
Suck these red toes.
Web toes 217.
What? You know what's fucking? It wasn't nasty to me till you said they were web toes. Like, cause in my head, I'm like, a guy sucking a toe. What's weird about that?
Got to get all of them in there.
Yeah, yes.
Better have a wide mouth.
We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye bye.
Peace.